Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Bitcoin has finally hit the price target out of this falling wedge pattern. But on the smaller timeframes, Bitcoin is currently overheated. But we're also playing out these other massive price targets on the Bitcoin chart that we need to be paying attention to. Because with Bitcoin finally hitting a brand new all-time high, we are potentially about to begin the biggest breakout in Bitcoin history. So definitely make sure you're watching this video all the way to the end so that you're not missing out on any of this important information. And just before we jump into it, make sure to drop a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. But with all of that out of the way, let's get straight to what this video is about. So right here on the Bitcoin US dollar chart on the 4-hour time frame. And as you can see here, we have this previous falling wedge pattern, which was a bullish pattern. And we broke out to the upside, came back and flipped this previous resistance into new support. And that breakout there activated the technical price target for this pattern, which is simply the top of the wedge coming in at the previous all-time high at around 67,000 US dollars. And obviously Bitcoin has now hit that price target because we have finally put in a brand new all-time high for Bitcoin. At the time of filming this video, Bitcoin has made it up towards 68,500 US dollars, which is currently where the Bitcoin all-time high is sitting at. But honestly, I don't expect that to be the all-time high for very long because we do have some other price targets on the chart that I will be paying attention to in just a moment. But before getting into those, let's just quickly take a look at the price oscillators here on the 4-hour time frame. As you can see in the RSI, we are currently overheated. We are overbought, which basically just tells us that the price has obviously had a very big run up recently, and it would be healthy for us to see a little bit of a consolidation here. And so far over the past few hours, if we're zooming into the 2-hour charts, for example, we have run into a little bit of resistance around 68,500 US dollars and formed a little bit of a consolidation range right here. And so this short-term consolidation will help in resetting these price oscillators, which will give us more room to the upside later on. But honestly, I don't really expect a whole lot of bearish price action here because as of right now, at least, there's simply not many bearish signs on the charts. For example, jumping into this pattern just here, of course, that's the inverse head and shoulders pattern that I've been covering for a few days now on the channel. And obviously, we've already seen this pattern form and break out to the upside, but we're simply waiting to actually hit the price target for this pattern, which is right now coming in at around 70,000 US dollars per Bitcoin, which from the point of the breakout to that price target was a potential 9% gain. But from the point of the breakout, if you took that trade to where we are right now, that's still over 5% in profits. So obviously, congrats to those of you that did end up taking that trade just there. But from where we are right now to that price target, that's still another 3.5% gain for Bitcoin. So obviously, that price target at 70,000 is not too far away from where we are right now. And if we have any sort of gain like what we've seen over the past couple days, then the Bitcoin price would be sitting above 70,000 US dollars in no time. Now getting into another Bitcoin pattern on the charts. This is on the daily time frame for Bitcoin, and this is another bullish pattern. I have been covering this cup and handle pattern for over the past 1 month on this channel, ever since Bitcoin was at around 50,000 US dollars. But for the new viewers on the channel, obviously we're still playing out the price target for this pattern. We haven't met the price target just yet. And this price target, by the way, for Bitcoin is coming in at around 79,000 US dollars, which from the point of the breakout to that price target was a potential 54% gain approximately. But from where we are right now to that price target, that is still another 17% gain. So once again, there's still some major opportunities here. And just a quick recap so far, we've got the first price target at around 70,000, and anything above that, I'll be looking towards 79,000 US dollars. And now taking a look at another pattern that has already formed on the Bitcoin chart, and that is this bullish flag, which is obviously another bullish pattern. I have been trying to look for both bullish patterns and bearish patterns, but recently any sort of bearish pattern that could have been forming has simply not confirmed or has been invalidated. And so because of that, we're left with more bullish patterns on the Bitcoin chart and more bullish price targets. And paired with the fact that we are clearly in a bullish uptrend on the daily time frame, there's really not many reasons to be bearish, if any. And there's a lot of different reasons to be bullish on Bitcoin right now on the daily charts. But yeah, once again, this is a bull flag pattern. We've already formed this pattern and seen the breakout to the upside with a retest right here, as you can see. I must admit, we haven't seen a whole lot of volume coming in here, so I'd like to see a little bit more volume moving forward. But with that being said, measuring out the price price target, now that we have seen the breakout to the upside, you simply take the flagpole for the bull flag and bring it over to the other side. And as you can see here, that gives us a price target towards 83 to 84,000 US dollars per Bitcoin, which from the point of the breakout to that price target was a potential 35% gain. But from where we are right now to that price target, that is still another 22% gain for Bitcoin. So just to quickly recap so far, we've got the $70,000 price target, the $79,000 price target, and the $83,000 to $84,000 price target. And so far, these bull flags on the daily charts have been very accurate, because looking at the last bull flag here that we formed during the month of September, as you can see, the technical price target was coming in at around 65 to 66,000 US dollars, and Bitcoin hit pretty much exactly 67,000 before we topped out and entered that correction that we just experienced over the past few weeks. And not only that, bringing out the Fibonacci retracement tool from the old all-time high back at 65,000 that we set during April this year down to this swing low at around 29,000 US dollars, what we have is the first Fibonacci extension to the upside, the golden ratio, the 1618 Fibonacci extension, coming in at around 87,000 US dollars per Bitcoin. So I would also expect a decent amount of resistance around that sort of range just there. And staying on the daily time frame for Bitcoin, but bringing out some of these other indicators, for example, the Bollinger Bands, which we just saw a squeeze in these Bollinger Bands, and right now we are getting released, showing that Bitcoin is beginning its next volatile move, and Bitcoin is clearly choosing that that move is going to be to the upside. This is obviously because Bitcoin has broken into a new all-time high, and also we're just now getting a bullish cross in the daily MACD, which is obviously a very bullish signal, because the last bullish cross that we saw in the daily MACD was right back here at basically the exact bottom after this correction that we saw during September, leading into the beginning of October, and measuring out the gain that we had from that exact bullish cross right there to the next peak in the Bitcoin price, that was a 60% gain in just 3 weeks. So just as a bit of speculation, don't take this number too seriously, but measuring out a 60% gain from where we are right now, that would put the Bitcoin price at around 108,000 US dollars per Bitcoin. And once again, Bitcoin experienced that exact same percentage gain the last bullish cross that we had back here in the daily MACD. So we know that a gain like that is at least not out of the picture, because obviously we've already done it back here. Now, once again, that there was only speculation, because that's only going off the last bullish cross that we saw, and that's not really taking into consideration all of the other bullish crosses that we've seen throughout Bitcoin's history and all of the other patterns and price targets that we were just talking about. So even though that speculation may or may not play out, it's just to show that it is in the realm of possibilities for Bitcoin to actually have a gain of that scale. And for any of the new viewers on the channel, I definitely recommend you checking out my last Bitcoin update video that I posted yesterday on the channel, because in that video, I went back throughout Bitcoin's history and looked at the point in time where Bitcoin broke above its previous all-time high to see what happened all of those other times. But just to really quickly summarize what I was saying in that video, basically right now on the daily charts, looking at the price action, the Bollinger Bands, the RSI, and the MACD, all of this that we are seeing right now, we've basically experienced the exact same thing 2 other times throughout Bitcoin's history. And both of those other times where we've seen all of the same signs that we're seeing right now, they both resulted in extremely bullish price action. Now, obviously, nothing is guaranteed in these markets. I want to make that clear. So just because we saw something happen in the past, it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to see the exact same thing again now. But with that being said, once again, I definitely recommend you checking out my last Bitcoin update video if you haven't seen that one already. And here's something really cool that I tweeted out over my Twitter, but I thought I should share this on this video, because recently someone moved over $1 billion US dollars worth of Bitcoin in a single transaction in just a matter of minutes. And get this, to send over $1 billion, they only needed to pay a $2 fee. So here's the source of that information. As you can see here, it was over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, and the fee was only $2.07. And I added in here, try to do that with a traditional financial system, and obviously that's basically impossible, because obviously if someone were to transfer $1 billion from one bank to another, or if someone wanted to move $1 billion worth of gold from one country to another, either way, any form of payment outside of crypto would be far more expensive and take a lot longer than if you're simply using something like Bitcoin. So it's things like this that prove to us that Bitcoin and crypto as a whole have a place in the future, because obviously this is an extreme innovation and no other payment system outside of crypto comes close. And also make sure that you follow me over on my Twitter, because you get all of these these extra updates throughout the day and pieces of interesting information like this. And obviously all of this information is completely for free, and the link to my official Twitter account is in the description down below. But that's just about it for this video. If you enjoyed or got something valuable out of this video, be sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so that you're not missing out on any of these future videos. I really do appreciate all of your support in the channel at the moment. I can't thank you guys enough. And before you click off, for the new viewers out there, make sure you're checking out one of these uploads if you haven't already. I've got a Bybit tutorial video showing you how I trade Bitcoin over on Bybit, one of the top exchanges that I use. And I've got a passive income video showing you how I earn passive income every single day on my crypto holdings. But anyway, that is really everything I have to say for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video.